So who and what was Gumball? Here are a few things that people can say. Because that's how I got introduced to Gumball. Like how like the commercials, the TV spots, how they introduced you to the show. That was the first ever time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember the commercial. Yeah. Good. All right, everybody. Welcome to the first official 2011 station presentation. This time we have the Amazing World Gumball.
A very, very weird and wacky show. A show about anthropomorphic animals and or different unique character designs. Yeah, and each episode has the in the title. Like a lot of shows have like the in the title.
No, that's not the point. The point is many shows can have like episodes be like the same, like named the same, like either have somebody's name or a certain word, but not the. Like it's just you gotta be more creative with that.
Yeah. But this is one of the like more interesting shows back when it first came out. But I started watching it after like years later because I lost interest. It became more ridiculous and stupid. But back then it was okay.
I mean, despite your opinion, I consider this one of the GOATs at the time, along with Ben 10, Regular Show, and Adventure Time.
Yeah, I can say that.
With me, yeah, it was something a little bit of a feeling for me. Like I was enjoying it too, but I kind of like stopped somewhere like after like season 2, somewhere in the middle of season 2. But I was shocked to find out. Wait, has it really been that good? Like there's so much more like funny and intelligent dialogue that it kind of like starts out maybe like random here, but it does have some like really good writing, and the show kind of like got a lot much more. I was like, dang. Okay. Well, good on for you.
Yeah. But, like I say, yeah, Gumball was what everybody showed because Cartoon Network was still in their prime still, and yeah, it was pretty good. Because, what do you call it, the first episode I ever watched as a kid was The Debt.
Oh, good decent start.
Yeah.
So
let me explain first. So I was at my grandma's house, and then Gumball just came on, and that's the first time I watched it. Basically, it's the first appearance of Mr. Robinson.
right, and
You don't know how the plot goes, or do I have to explain?
it's been a while since I've seen Gumball. I don't remember if it's the one where they were hiding from the Robinsons because they actually smashed their car, or was the one they're trying to get Mr. Robinson and Mrs. Robinson together?
No, so this is the one where supposedly, like, Mr. Robinson saved Gumball's life, and now
that! Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that one now.
And now Gumball wants to pay the return of like saving his life. Yeah, I remember like one of the scenes he was at the supermarket, and like his heart came out. I was like, oh my god.
Well, here, how's how it went? He went to like get a soda and drink it, and he tried to like clear his throat, and he kept doing so much. Gumball thought he was choking, and that's where he popped out his heart.
Yeah.
And the most cartoon way possible, he grabs it with his tongue and eats it back up, and he's alright.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be like a little bit dark comedy, a little bit, and I was like, oh, right, because yeah, he's on the verge of death, but he kind of like saved himself.
Yeah, but I gotta say, one of my favorite parts, and I know some people might disagree here and there, but I want to be free. I gotta say, he did song that really good.
Oh.
Yeah, I found that pretty funny. Like, it's doing a high note, and every glass is breaking, especially the car of Mrs. Robinson, and she crashed into a pole.
Yeah. But like, yeah, this is like how his son like was so proud of him, and everybody was so proud of him. But that's where like the moment where Gumball like saved him, because like those lights were like falling down, but he saved him.
Yeah, and then later, Gumball accidentally pulled down the lever that brings down the platform and squashed Mr. Robinson.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this took me to surprise when I found this out like years ago that Mr. Robinson's first name is Gaylord.
Yeah, they wouldn't allow that in the gay
Whoa.
kid show.
Hey, it's not gay. It's gay if you make it gay. Because
You
it's
gay.
gay. No, no, but honestly,
That was my fault.
but still, it was a good episode.
Yeah, it's one of my childhood favorite episodes.
Let's see.
Now, the episodes I was talking about earlier, okay, so, the one where I said that they were trying to get Robinson and Mr. Robinson together, they had a fight, because mainly they found Mr. Robinson in the attic, so that's why they were wondering why he was in it in the first place, and that's what they found out, and that's where they're trying to get them back together.
Yeah. I like how you went straight to episodes. Like, don't you remember your first episode, Christian?
Well, it was the DVD one, if I'm not mistaken. That was the first episode. So basically, a conversation between Nicole, which is a brother, and Gumball is watching TV, and he told him that it's been several months, and as in return, Alligators on a Train, which is a parody of Snakes on a Plane, and she explains that he should do it and stuff, and he said, "I want to do it," and he said, the money that I had to have kids or something like that. And what Gumball said was so sassy and disrespectful. He said, "The kids that you decided to have." And then Nicole got so mad she punched the wall.
Yeah.
Door.
And then the worst possible way happened. Darwin used the DVD that they were supposed to return as a pizza slicer. And then when Gumball was trying to wash it off, he used the wrong end of the sponge, which is the green side, and then it got into the garbage disposal.
Wah.
Yep. So they had to find a way to get money and pay it off and stuff. They tried to get a job, and then ended up using makeup until apparently Gumball was allergic. And then later on, they decided to make their own version of it, which was a couple seconds long. They just used a bunch of cardboard and stuff until later Nicole found out, and then she finally paid for it, which was like $20-some, and then there was a latest fee, which was $700.
What?
Hey, right!
I like that, yeah. Good episode. What do you call it? Fresh, what was your first episode?
Yeah, the DVD as well.
Oh, wow, okay. Let's see here. But before jumping into the other episodes, let's just reminisce other season 1 episodes that you remember.
I mean,
Okay, of course there's the party, the first appearance of Tobias' sister. No, wait, is it Tobias the colored dude?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, okay. And what's her sister's name?
Rachel.
His sister. Thank you, Rachel.
Slow the
So
freak
she
down.
decides to have a party while the parents are gone, and she don't invite the classmates, but she will on the one condition: they bring a date. So both Gumball and Darwin need to figure out who they bring on their date. Gumball wants to bring Penny, but of his nervousness and stuff, a crush on her and stuff. So he decides to have a date with Tina, and then Penny goes out with Hector.
Yeah.
But later on, there's gonna be a calm party until later on, it goes all wild and antic. Plus, the principal and teacher come by and ruin everything. Well,
No.
in a wild fashion kind of way.
I gotta say, when the party went wild, my favorite scene was with Principal Brownhead and Bob are banging their heads together. It was
Oh yeah, I'm surprised that Mr. Brown didn't get unconscious of that, because other one bang boom, he'd been knocked out, but he was fine with it.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, Darwin got kissed by Rachel, which he enjoyed. Of course, she wasn't seen again afterwards, except for a couple of cameos. But at the very end, it showed a closet opening. It showed Mr. Brown and Mrs. Simeon about to kiss.
Yeah.
Kissy, kissy, kissy. Okay, what's another? One of my favorite mystery episodes. Of course, I like mystery solving and stuff. Gumball finds Mr. Brown, Principal Brown, in his locker, all bandaged up and hairless, and they're trying to figure out who did it. And there's talk about different ways he could have been a lot hurt like that. And they think it was Gumball because Gumball said he accused himself until he found Bobbert offline, and it turned out that Bobbert recorded the whole thing. So first he got painted. Well, no, okay. He got slammed by the door, downstairs, toilet paper, hair removal, burn, paint by painting, and then downstairs again, more trouble, and then the locker. So, found out who's the responsible one. It was actually Miss Simeon. And then she got knocked out of the window and crushed by the ambulance.
Yeah. One of my other favorite episodes, it was funny, but, like, kind of wild at the same time, was like, the spoon! He's got a spoon!
Yeah. I guess the reason they are spread the spoon, because you could use a spoon to dig someone's eye out, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did. Well, mainly the reason Gumball and Darwin ran into Robert in the first place because they're so they go pick birthday present for their mom, which they do. They find one of those 3D things that shows like different pictures, shows nature and then scary tiger and stuff. So, long story short, they take down the robber, but Nicole accidentally gets arrested because they thought she was the culprit, but it turned out it was the fingerprint dude, and then she needed 5 minutes to beat the crap out of him.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes is all I need.
Hey, sir, would you like a hot dog? Mustache falls off. It has a mustache on it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and there's also where Richard's mom comes visit, and Gumball gets traumatized because he got kissed by her, and yeah, he can't think of anything else but what about that kiss. So Darwin builds up his confidence to try and make him forget what happened, and so he does like different gross stuff, like running through, exercising cheese, falling off into the dumpster, and hearing like scratching sounds and scraping sounds until he got kissed again, and yeah. And also a subplot, Anais tried to get her suitcase up top of the stairs to her room because it's so heavy and stuff until she finally did, and that's where JoJo's like, "No, bring it back down. My bus is about to come." It's like, what? And then she kicked it out of the window, the outside.
She got so pissed.
Can you blame her? I mean, it took, what, 2 or 3 days, give or take, to take that thing up the stairs?
I mean, yeah. We got another one. Do you remember the quest?
Yes.
Remind me which one that is.
That's where Daisy got taken by Tina. Do you not remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, because they're, like, playing with their toy, and eventually Tina got hold of it, and then they tried to get it back until they realized that Tina does not like the junkyard because it's scary. So Anais gave up and like gave her a toy, and they start running because apparently her dad eats trespassers. But the craziest scene when they're trying to get a toy while Tina was sleeping, that Darwin's going like this.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? Oh, that's where Gumball gets to meet his parents for the first time. Did not go well.
Yeah. I just like how Richard's trying to give him advice about, like, how to, like, trauma girl.
Yeah, but the grossest thing that he blew his nose on the money, which he could have had, but eventually he did get more money, but that's just gross, man. That's just a waste of money. How do you use a tissue roll? But the reason it didn't go well, they have a pet spider, which mainly are her little sisters, and he squashed it out of fear. Yeah.
The picture. I mean, like, it was
Oh, picture. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. It was a picture of a spider until he got freaked out and he ripped it shreds, making the girl cry, and he was escalated, but he was like going back there to wash his face or whatever. And then actually they're planning a funeral for the spider, which thought they died, but apparently the spider survived, bit Gumball, and now he's at the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. And the episode you were thinking about was the dates you were talking about.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. What's next? what's it called? The robot where Bobber pretends to be Gumball?
Yeah, that was a crazy one.
Yeah, so, Darwin and Gumball decide to, like, make, Bobber a real boy, normal boy. He decides to mimic Gumball's voice and, to advantage, and he also paints himself to look like Gumball and adding, ears to look like Gumball, and everyone thinks he's Gumball, including Darwin.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to admit, Bobber does have a cool battle mode, or whatever he calls it.
Yeah.
Okay, what else is a good one? Fresh, you got one?
Well, if you slow down, the genius, where Darwin is taken to an institute for geniuses, and Gumball tries to like join him by becoming smart himself. But in the meanwhile, Nicole and Richard try to cope with the loss of Darwin, so they decide to take Rocky in.
Right, I do remember that episode. But yeah, so as it turns out, well, first Gumball decides to like exercise his brain, which is sentient somehow, and then he said that yeah, the other guy is the actual true genius, so he takes Darwin's place over at there, and he's trying to figure out the equation while asking for food.
What do you call it? Do you remember the episode The Pressure?
Let's see. Yeah.
Yo, and this is to all my homies out there. House before gals. House before gals.
Yes! Since he said that, yes. Okay, so, at our tree house, we get to meet, like, different, female characters. Well, except for Leslie, because he's basically a dude, because he's always got confused by that.
Yeah.
But anyway, of course, Gumball wants to press Penny, but of course, Benanjo and Tobias don't think it's cool, like passport girls and other thing. Then, apparently, Asami, says that, out of random, that Doran is her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and all, mumbo jumbo, long story short, Gumball, is up there, trying to kiss Penny, but the boys down there, Joe and Tobias, chopped down a tree, which ended up Gumball and Doran kissing instead.
God damn, they pulled a Tom Brady. Damn. Well, yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, no, I'll explain later, but still, a good episode.
What?
One of my other favorite episodes is The Laziest.
Right, where they, want to have, Richard, not to be lazy anymore and whatnot, and then, to find out who's the laziest guy ever to compete against him, they find out that Larry, the guy from the episode DVD and the, gas station one, of course he has multiple jobs, they find out that he used to be called Lazy Larry. So, they tried to convince him, but he said he doesn't want to. He has a job, house, car, then a girlfriend he's gonna plan on marrying. So, they, the whole time, tried to convince him, like, be lazy. And at the very end, when he's about to, like, propose to his girlfriend, he arranged at boys, but she left him because, like, yeah. And then, back at the house, he grows fat, and the boys have to be forced to compete against Richard. Which they won until Richard fooled them to like work because of Nicole. It's a whole crazy thing.
Yeah. Another one that involves Richard was the prank.
Oh
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I'll let you explain it. I need to take a break.
First, you want to explain it?
So Gumball, Darwin, and Richard kind of like just take turns at each other about like who can like do like the most craziest prank ever, but it gets like way out of hand. I mean, of course, Richard, just being like hypocritical, but like it's only funny when it happens to somebody else. And like you need to apologize and make up for this. So yes, it just keeps on getting much crazier. Like sending Richard down to like a waterfall, and let's see. Yes, having his head get stuck in a bucket, which in turn caused him to go freaking crazy as fudge and starts to just like well, just to go full on nuts. They do like make up at the end, and well, they just start to pin the blame on each other for like, who did this?
I just like how he went crazy. I pranked you.
Yeah, but it turns out it was a prank there too. Oh, let's not forget the responsibility where Gumball and Dark are.
Wait, I didn't explain another prank for part. You remember the other prank he did when Richard was like on top of the roof and he was singing I'm a Ballerina?
Yes.
Oh, right! I forgot about that.
I'm a ballerina.
And then he's got his titty.
Oh my. Okay, next.
Yeah, so their responsibility. So Gumball and Darwin are tasked to take care of Anais while Nicole and Richard are at the school, like, talking about, like, different stuff. So, of course, they're tasked to do this, but they take it way too far, like, different safety reasons, like not let her eat or, like, read or take a bath, which I learned that taking a bath for rabbits is actually dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay, now that makes even much more sense now.
Yeah. So Anais decides to like take a bath and run through water until they left it on, so the whole house gets flooded. And parents come back until eventually, they found out, and the whole house is wiped out by the water. They plan to blame. First, it was Darwin got blamed, then Anais, then Mom for allowing the babysitting, and then Richard blamed the computer, the internet.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, looking at your profile picture reminds me of the dirty joke at the beginning of the episode. I'm here to sit on the baby. Look, there, I'm the babysitter.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh,
remember the men episode where Gumball and Darwin actually become muscular men?
Yeah. It's called The Mystery.
The mustache.
The mustache.
Okay, so yeah, they eat a cereal which is their cereal, so they get big and buff. And they decide to do mad stuff like cooking and whatever, and then they get jobs, so they get fired until they at their house until Anais came in. Same thing. So it looked like Danny Trejo a little bit. I love how Gumball said, "Dude, you look like a Mexican wrestler."
That's the best part for me.
But yeah, they eventually go back to the house, and Richard, thinking he's gonna be tough and stuff, until Anais explained that Richard accidentally switched out their cereal for his, which Richard's cereal he got the internet, which is an ad thing to get muscular. So yeah, that's how it happened.
Okay. Remember when they were applying for jobs and then Gumball was doing that stomach thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, oh man, that never gets old.
You want jobs? Just take mines.
Yeah.
You're fired. You're fired.
You're fired.
And you're fired. You're fired.
Speaking of
Wait,
jobs, remember the episode where Mr. Brown like asked Nicole to relax and have Richard go get a job and have Gumball Darwin go to Mrs. Small's class?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because he misunderstood Anais' drawing of how it's supposed to present. So, long story short, they started like arguing and stuff until Anais explained that she didn't want them to change. She liked it the way they are, and they started having a crazy ride. But it's still a good episode.
Oh, do you remember the picnic?
Yes.
Is that the one where Gumball and Darwin actually go to the forest where they're not supposed to?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because they got lost.
Yeah, because they weren't listening.
Wow, the creatures in that forest were like, wow.
Yeah, like, bloody hell. I mean, that's the reason why you're not supposed to go into the dark forest. Or whatever Miss Simeon called it.
The Force of Doom.
Thank you. Until they eventually get back to the picnic, which everyone was about to leave, until, like, Gumball and Darwin started eating the garbage.
Yeah. Let's see here.
episode where Miss Simeon started hanging out with Gumball and Darwin to be nice and stuff?
I think it was called
The
the
Ape.
Ape. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, she found out that nobody likes her because of how mean she is. So she decides to like hang out with Gumball and Darwin to be nice and stuff until for an award per se, basically. So she does that and going very well until I found out that she got everyone to lose her until Nicole has a flashback because apparently her and Simeon know each other like when she was a toddler and whatnot throughout the ages. So yeah, and until eventually Miss Simeon drove off the bridge and got herself hurt.
Hey, she got hurt, but at least she still got the award. But still messed up.
Yep. What else?
Oh, I was gonna mention the wand. Remember that?
Yes.
Right, where Richard wanted to believe a magic wand because he thought magic wasn't real because of the whole wishbone thing as a kid. But so out of the cereal box, he has a wand. So Gumball and Darwin decided to like make the wand real and the magic real.
I wish for flying pancakes. Oh my goodness. Oh, one of the funny scenes, because it was like kind of sus at the time, it was like, I wish he was in a bikini.
Dang.
I wish he was naked. Oh no, put the bikini back on.
Yeah.
I wish your face was his butt and his butt was your face. Really? What did you do?
And then he made them kiss each other too. I forgot about that.
The refund.
Oh yes, where Gumball and Darwin get some kind of game until one go into a cartridge, right? Because I think it was one of those old games, kind of like Nintendo 64, and their console was like only for discs. So they decided to like return it, but it's not refundable. So they have Richard try to be tough and all until they meet the boss, who's short. And then it's all hunky dory. They had the free, and then the thing gets shredded.
Bro, what's so funny that manager was so small but still beat the shit out of like Richard.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you don't want to mess with a short person. Despite how small they are, they can still beat the crap out of you.
Yeah,
Like Mario.
Just like the movie from Elf. Yeah, it's
Right.
a lot.
Let's see, what's another one?
Oh, the episode The Ghost.
Right,
Oh.
where Carrie decides to possess Gumball because she can't eat. So Gumball allows her to do that. Well, which goes horribly wrong because since she has never eaten before, she as Gumball like the Exorcist and starts like eating everything out of Rampage. So yeah, he asked her to like leave the body and possess Richard instead. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh, remember the when they started doing martial arts?
Yeah, is
What was that episode called?
The Gi.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they started using it all the time, especially at school. And like Nicole's like trying to like warn them to take it off.
Yeah. Until Gumball gets laughed at until Penny stands up for him.
Who remembers the episode The Goons?
The Goons.
I was over here right now. Yes, right here. Yeah.
First, would you like to explain?
Alright, so Anise tries to just like dumb down about like how it's like to just be dumb, so she goes to like Gumball, Darwin, and Richard. They teach her the ways of the dumbness up until it just kind of gets like a little bit way out of hand. Oh wait, right, it was Gumball who's like feeling left out because since Anise is now like the new part of like the dumb side of the family, and then there's this like epic race about like some dumb race about people about getting hurt in the process, and then it's like. And then they all eventually end up in a hospital, be like, now, young lady, that was a very dumb thing to do. You should know better, or blah, 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 or something like that.
Yeah.
I may or may have not seen the episode, but do you remember the episode where each of them go into different clubs at school?
Yeah, and Gumball feels left out again.
Yeah, until he want to try join the nerds, which include 2 of the egg boys. What's that spider dude's name?
What's his
I
name?
don't know.
Wait, hold on. Let me search it. Spider. Okay, his name was. Really, that was his name?
What?
Was it? Hold on, let me put
Isn't
it
it
in
like
chat.
Akko or something like that? Akko?
Akko, yeah, that was his name. I was like, wow, that was his name.
Yeah. So yeah, it was him and also Bobbert. So yeah, that's happening and stuff until they decide to frame Gumball and stuff for whatever and want to put on the internet and do like say some random thing till the family starts stop them and stuff until the old are happening and stuff. But it was really they see nice and they decide to like torture the boys. First, Nicole wanted to like tell parents what they'd done and other stuff, and then Gumball suggested be naked in the mall covered in honey or something like that, but they agreed to.
Let's see here. Oh, what do you call it? Going back to the goons. First, you remember the ending with Darwin?
He was like, did I win? Did I win? Did I win? Did I? Oof!
I didn't win.
Remember the episode where it was like a paintball thing?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah. Because Nicole wanted to be like all better and winnable and stuff, so yeah, it's like that.
Let's see here. Oh, one of like the oofy ones for Gumball, the helmets.
Right, because he makes a makeshift Viking helmet or something, and makes him all powerful and stuff, and like all smart and whatnot.
The power of luck.
Oh yeah, that's just.
This kind of reminds me of a Curious George episode. It's similar to that because what do you call it?
Oh, sorry, but I just thought of an idea too. But going ahead.
I was like, yeah. So there's this one Curious George episode where George at first was having some bad luck, but like because it was raining and stuff, and then when the man with the yellow hat bought him a cap, apparently it would stop raining, and George had like the best day ever because of that lucky cap. But sadly, the man with the yellow hat put it on wash, and it shrunk, and George didn't have good luck anymore. But he still had like luck somewhere, but still.
Wow. Okay, go ahead, Fresh.
It also kind of like reminded me of like We Bear Bears, the jean jacket with the tiger on it.
Oh yeah. But like the jean jacket, it just overpowered all of them, and eventually it just was too much for them.
And also with Drake and Josh too. Josh's lucky shirts, lucky things keep happening to Josh, and then Drake is forced to just date Mrs. Hafer's daughter, the one with the laughing problem.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's not forget the dress, where Gumball is forced to wear Nicole's wedding dress.
And then Darwin has a crush.
Yeah, besides him, everyone thinks he's a girl because of the dress.
Mm-hmm.
And so, thinking of how beautiful she is, they decide to do nice things about it, and Darwin's being a stalker and stuff. So Gumball decides to, like, pretend that, the girl is leaving to whatever country she's from using a balloon until the balloon goes up and the balloon pops in the sun, and then the dress falls on the hydrant and Darwin falls off the hydrant, and then everyone else sees Gumball naked.
Yeah. Do you remember the episode of the microwave where Gumball got a lot of stuff and made that little creature thing?
And oh yeah, I do. It's a gray small slimy thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that, but man.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. Alright. But season 2, I'm gonna say, took a really good turn because we found out more secrets about like characters, especially Gumball.
What do you mean? Are you referring to where he found out his real name was Zach?
Look at that, answered his own question.
Yeah.
Well, since you said like the secret about Darwin, yeah, that reminded me. Okay, so they're playing a video game until the game they won, which of course 3 characters to put in, which is annoying sometimes. But yeah, so he's trying to figure out if he wants to put Gum or Ball. So he wants to know what his real name. So he has his mother and Zach. So he thinks it's cool and decides to be a bad boy type of deal. Until over time it starts taking over, and so it's basically Mike from Total Drama Revenge of the Island because of his personality thing.
Zach doesn't have to listen to the rules. And then, yeah, I like how Richard was a woman the whole time.
Oh, right! I totally forgot about that. Like, why, though?
Because Zach was criticizing everybody.
Oh my gosh. So, Gumball was trying to, like, think about his happy memories and stuff until Zach was, like, taking over, like, different memories and stuff. So, but wow. Until, like, eventually he, got like, memory back and stuff, and wrote his own name.
Yeah. Do you remember the Colossus?
Colossus.
It's episode where Gumball and Dora help Hector be less boring after he refuses to be their Elmo.
Yeah, and we found out that his mother is a witch, which reminds me of, Gossamer and his mother from Looney Tunes show.
Yeah. It makes me wonder, who is the father? Question mark.
Does that mean that she married a giant? How would the sex work?
Oh, God.
TMI.
Wait a minute. Okay, now I'm thinking, what? No, okay. Anyways.
Anyway, let's not get into that, but yeah, I do remember that episode, of course. And boy, is he tall. He's almost the size of Way Big.
Wow, really? You didn't notice? Then maybe that's why they're called giants.
Wait, hold on. Do you remember the episode The Knights? The Knights. Basically, in the episode...
Is that the one where Gumball and Tobias tried to win over Penny by pretending to be knights?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, one of the good episodes was, let's see. If I go back here, which one was it? Oh, The Job. That's the one where
that could be
job as pizza delivery man.
Oh god, man, that was crazy, man. Because all because he had a job, bad things were happening. Like especially like at the end of the universe because of that. That's just ridiculous. So.
And I was gonna make the joke when the guy received his pizza. Hey, why is my pizza half eaten? I just took a little slice.
Well, because he thought like because he read the instructions wrong and stuff. But before all that, Gumball and Darwin tried to deliver pizzas because Richard forgot some of them until like they met the Joe Bananas. They're like pizza, pizza, pizza until Richard offended them until it's on the loop. And so they started making jokes like, what's the tower in Italy? Pizza, pizza, pizza!
Yeah.
And then they are trying to bring in pizza to a pizza family, which is their son, apparently, until Gumball dropped it until, yeah, egg fell on the ground. But later, they start to stop Richard, so they bring Larry along because he's his boss, and he only fire him if he did something wrong. So they eventually get there until they found out the pizza was messed up. That's where Larry fired him, and everything's all good until Richard said he like worked something else.
What do you call it? Remember the episode The Banana?
Is that the one where Bernard Joe was accused of chewing the Gumball's pen when it was borrowed or something like that?
Yeah, but turns out that was Banana Jones' own pen, and it, what do you call it? He had his pen the whole time. But, you know, he was so, like, Banana Joe was so, like, you know, eager to get him a new pen that he bought him a new pen himself for him.
Yeah, but Gumball chewed his very special pen, which is very fancy, until Banana Joe got super pissed.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Let's see, another good episode. No. No, not that one. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, yeah. The first ever Christmas episode. Now, that was something.
Oh yeah, where they run over a homeless guy and apparently has no memory to neglect his stuff until later on realized that was Santa. With them.
Yeah, and the whole time Nicole didn't believe because and here's the stupid thing about Nicole though, she sent it to the South Pole. You're supposed to send it to the North Pole. The South Pole is where the Black Santa lives. How dare you?
Wow, dang. But it reminds me of the My Dad's Going Special was Christmas themed, where Santa goes down until he gets hit in the head and gets amnesia.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. But speaking of Christmas, they actually make a second Christmas, which is in January.
Yeah, because Gumball was trying to cheer up Darwin because he was like so depressed. Happy Song Attack. Whatever that was.
Oh yeah. I don't know if this episode another one, but like Simeon was like spying on him with a ladder, and she was looking through the window, and she's like, "I'll be watching you." And she tapped her glass, and she fell backwards.
Mm-hmm.
There's also one where all of a sudden except Simeon, the rest the students start kind of like all happy and stuff, kind of like a zombie apocalypse type of deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was wow. Oh, remember the episode of The Game?
Is that the one?
Where Nicole Richard retrieved the game, Dodger Dare, and everything started to go in havoc.
All right, I didn't really. Oh wait, I think I did see the episode, but it's been a while. But yeah, I do remember that.
And one of my favorite parts is like when Nicole had that like little like mini head on her side. She was like, "Or are we?" And then she starts punching herself.
Yeah. One season, one episode, where Tobias started hanging out with Darwin and Gumball and whatnot, but he started hanging out with Darwin more until like Gumball was trying to get another friend, which was Alan, but that didn't go well.
Who remembers the episode The Limit?
Yeah, that was extreme.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Fresh, would you like to explain?
Okay, so while at the supermarket, like, Nicole refuses for anyone to have, like, some candy. So they keep on just, like, rebelling against her, and every time that they do, like, they get sent back to the car. So they try and try and try, but she gets pushed back, like, yes. She gets pushed past her limits, loses her sanity, and straight up tries to just kill everybody. Up until, oh my god, what have I become? I'm so sorry, I love you all. And then, they just, like, leave like nothing ever happened.
Is that the one where she was parodying Heath Ledger's Joker?
Okay, well, first, that was only due to makeup, and second, technically...
Yeah.
Wow.
Another like crazy episode was The Voice. That's the episode where after mocking everyone on social media, Gumball and Darwin receives a threatening email from somebody anonymous.
Oh yeah, it turns out it was that blind eyeball thing.
Yeah.
William.
God. Yeah, William. It took him so long to get a voice. I didn't expect his voice to be that deep.
Yeah, because he was always silent. But as it turned out, no one can hear him because he has no mouth, which it took him that long to realize. Until he tried to apologize until Gumball whacked him with a book.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, I was expecting that thing to have, like, cosmic powers. Like, holy cow.
Mm-hmm. Another fun episode I enjoyed was The Castle.
Good on.
So it's the episode where Gumball and Darwin basically are in a rush because they thought they were late to school, but finding out it's Saturday, and they're just all chilling. And they go to the supermarket with their pajamas on and everything, and it started going like haywire when like uninvited guests start coming in the house doing whatever they want.
Oh, I haven't seen the episode, but I saw on Instagram where Nicole came in and did a snap, which did a sonic boom, and gave the pen and stare to one of the guests, which was Tobias' dad, I think.
Yeah, Harold. Oh my god, the deep voice, and he was like, "Or what?"
Don't want to mess with Nicole. You don't know what make her angry, like the Hulk. Imagine the Hulk would be afraid of Nicole. Boy.
That would be an epic fight. What do you call it? Another episode that we got to hear somebody's voice for once was the Boombox.
Oh yeah, man, that was just out of random because we haven't seen him much since season 1. So basically, they try to figure out about Blobberfest or something like that because Alan was translating for him until he accidentally got stuck to Mr. Brown through this static electricity, and then he went to the bathroom with him. But then Gumball and Darwin tried to figure out about it until apparently there's a switch the whole time that they actually flipped to his speech, and it's trying to explain what happened until they switched back to his beatbox form. Okay, there's something wrong with this. How come his parents never had his switch to speech the first place?
Who knows?
That's
Then
just
again,
bad, right?
Then again, we never saw his parents, so what can we do there?
Neither have we saw Bart, so he apparently has parents, but we did find out in one episode that he was created in a company.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember this weird and random episode called the Tape?
The Tape.
So
That's
basically, Gumball and Doran film a series of skits with their video camera, but it fails.
Oh, I see.
Let's see here. What else is there? No.
Remember the one, the remote or something like that, where Gumball, Darwin, Ace, a little bit, and Richard and Nicole find a remote because of their favorite shows, and then trick each other and whatnot until later on it was Anais that tricked them all because of her brains and stuff. So she watches Daisy Donkey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, speaking of Anais' smartness, basically the password was changed to whoever changed it to who's the fair kid and all, but turned out Anais is the one that changed it, and then she changed it again.
Yeah, it was so weird too, because finding out that Richard didn't change it the whole time because he changed it to password.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you call? Do you remember the episode The Sweaters?
Is that the one where they meet those snooty rich dudes?
Yeah. I gotta say, their animation was fucking hilarious. The way how they're... Oh my god. And you should have seen, their manager, too, the whole time.
Yeah, it's like a anime type of deal, but this scene, I was given a sweater, take off this sweater, and then this sweater, and then take off this sweater, and this sweater, and then finally he's shirtless.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Let's not forget the episode where they introduced new characters. One including a certain blonde-haired, green-haired girl. Was it Claire or something like that?
Claire, but that's in the later seasons.
Yeah, but since we're talking about Gumball and stuff, let's talk about that. So, they started to open their eyes, apparently they were blind and stuff, and seeing new characters, which is some kind of sitcom, soap opera type of deal. So it's a move around players, so they try to do whatever they can to cheer up. Apparently it's not about you. So yeah, but Claire's still an interesting character though. What else?
Wait, Christian, you forgot one very important episode from season 2.
What is that?
The finale. Remember, it was supposed to finale of Mason World Gumball where everybody was going around town, apologizing and then creating havoc. That's where we see Hector in that little play thing, fights in the middle, and you see all these people coming to the Waterson's house and try break in.
I don't remember that.
Damn. Where were you? Alright, I guess we could go to season 3. Okay. Oh yeah, season 3 started out really, really clever and good because the first episode was the kids, where basically they went to puberty.
Oh yeah, because Gumball and Dar's voice actors they go through puberty and do different voice actors, so it makes sense.
No, I gotta say, my favorite part about that episode was when they were rapping.
Yeah.
Well, actually, like the first time that their voices got replaced was in the episode "The Fan."
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait,
The Fan.
this is the last episode. Oh wait, right, it's the first episode to have Jacob and right, never mind.
Yeah. But the episode "The Fan," this is where we get introduced to another new character. Well, yeah, Sarah.
Oh man, that girl drives me nuts.
Yo, she's on the level as Sierra from Total Drama and Tootie from Fair Odd Parents.
And I was just funny because Sarah and Sierra sound similar.
But yeah, she's just beyond like a fan and a creep.
Yeah. But there is one episode, I don't know what season it is, but apparently she started like rewriting everyone, and she had a notebook with a Cartoon Network logo on it.
Oh, that's supposed to be a reference to the Death Note.
Oh, really? Okay, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do
Because
you
I never
remember
watched it, but that actually makes sense.
Do you remember the episode "The Coach"?
And yes, that's the one where we get introduced that big cube motherfucker.
Yeah, and finding out that's what was it?
Jamie.
Jamie's. Yeah, no, I know the name, but was it mother or father? Because it was really confusing.
I'm like, yeah.
Okay. I don't know, cause
Wait, okay, yeah, she's a female. Because if you remember in the last scene, you see the father coming out.
I'm sorry, a Vino, you said? What's that mean?
The gym teacher, like the coach, is basically a female.
Okay, female. And then that's what the father and stuff. But with the gruffness of voice, it was confusing. I don't know. Like, Gumball is weird, but yeah. Also, I'll be right back. I gotta go right back.
Let's go to the episode. Oh, sorry. The episode, The Puppy. So basically, all three of them wanted a puppy, but Richard comes back with the turtle.
Oh, the turtle. Oh, dang, that thing was a freak.
And reason why it was always like furious and like just so violent is that Richard bought her when she was pregnant.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but that thing, and that thing, it makes it, as reference to Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Turtle Lecter. Or Hannibal Turtle. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, you remember the episode that was kind of like freaky, like kind of effed up at the point was the recipe. So in that episode, Gumball and Darwin discovered the secret behind their classmate Antoine's like immortality.
Right, yeah, cause Antoine is a toaster, motherfucker. But of course, like different ways he has perished. So why is he only coming back? So they found a secret that his parents have a special toaster, or just a toaster with a special setting and stuff. And there you go, he's alive. So they want to try that until they mess it up and make a burnt evil guy.
I am the first Antoine, and you will become my army. Yeah.
But man, clones are idiotic because it can't like repeat different stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember the episode of Vacation?
Vacation.
It's the one. It's the one where they're stuck in the middle of the desert, and that's where Nicole tells that scary story.
I don't think I've seen it, but is it in season 3? Because I don't see it.
It is in season 3. It's episode 10.
Oh. Anyway, let's see what else. The name I mentioned that. Okay, yeah, so I just bypassed my bad. Okay, what else?
Oh, another like interesting special was the Mothers. You ever watch that one?
The Mothers.
So basically, on Mother's Day, Tobias, Banana Joe, Gumball, and Darn are having like a mother off, seeing who's the best mother ever.
Oh yeah, and Banana Joe's mom like makes a cameo and like, ooh, hot sauce.
Yeah, and the whole time Rachel is cheating along with Tobias.
Yeah. But yeah, I do remember that. Have you seen the episode of The Fraud where Gumball Darn discovered Professor Brown as diploma is a fake?
Yeah, and he's trying his best to like prevent like his secret being exposed to everybody.
Right.
Oh, do you remember the allergy?
No, go ahead.
The allergy when Darwin's like sneezing nonstop.
Oh yeah, and they're trying to figure out why is he sneezing. They're like, anyways, like they thought it was like bad jokes or stupidity, and yeah. Like one scene, like did you say specific instead of Pacific? Like, and then sneeze the bananas all the way to Paris, I think, and they're real bananas. Until at the end, they're in the desert. Until one final sneeze, Anais was next to Dorn, realized that there was a feather in his gills. Because prior to that, they're having a pillow fight, and which causes the sneezing. He's allergic to feathers. Until the very end, a bird lands on him, and then achoo. Thank God I'm not allergic to feathers.
Yeah, Christian, I know what episode you were talking about, the boss, where Mr. Robinson has that kind of like left-turning like accident, and now Rocky has to get a job.
Yeah, until boss is very evil because apparently you have to sell your actual soul, and then everyone's been there for many years and whatnot until if I try to stop the boss, which turns out it was a guy paper ball and like unraveled up and whatnot, and so they defeat him until the demon that teleports like Netcord takes over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else? Oh yeah, the Void, where they discover, remember Molly, the Apatosaurus character?
Yeah, the most forgotten character.
Yeah, that's why, they're like, is someone missing? And they realized it was Molly, so they found a Void, stuff that was like, boring and uninteresting, and she was one of them, and they go rescue her and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The law. Donut Sheriff takes Gumball Darn along of the day and attempts to shut the full cops can be. Remember that one?
I do remember that one. Let's see here. Do you remember the reveal? The shell.
Oh yes! That episode was crazy. Because Gumball and Penny were about to kiss each other and play until, as it headbutts her, until her shell starts to crack. So she is so afraid to show Gumball about it until like he convinced her to like release her inner spirit, quite literally, and then show her true self, which is a very interesting design, like an orange yellowish creature with antlers like her, and now she has like regular eyes, and she's a lot skinnier, and also learned that she's a shapeshifter.
Mm-hmm. Which is pretty cool, yeah.
So yeah, she's like that throughout the whole series and stuff. Which one do you like better, the original Penny or her true form?
I don't mind either.
Yeah, I like both. Of course, her original shell form is like the most recognizable, but I still like her shapeshifter form too.
Do you remember the episode The Man where Richard is shocked to find out that his mother is dating a new guy, Louie the Mouse?
Oh yeah, and then didn't his father come by, or is that a different episode?
No, his father came in another episode, but it's what do you call it? That episode was so wild because they had like papers and everything signing. It was like, ha! Now you're my son, Louie. And then that just made the family tree more confusing now.
The episode has just weird writing, but we actually got used to that old mouse in the Lazy, because he's like one of the old folks that extend out in the lawn and stuff. But I didn't think he would like become an important character later on.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
Okay, so there's one called The Pizza where Larry quits all his jobs thanks to the Warner's anger, so a post-apocalyptic thing happens.
You already mentioned that before.
Oh, I didn't realize we did.
I mean, you brought it up, not me, but it's okay.
Okay, there's also The Mirror, where Gumball reads to forward an email reportedly sent by Ghost, against that's why when the curse begins to take effect, your family is dragged into another dimension going during 6 Carrie's help near them lift the curse.
Also, BRB for a second.
Turns out the ghost behind the mirror was actually Carrie's father.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Well, I do like Carrie's new design because in previous seasons, her design, her arms like in front of her chest, like kind of like a praying mantis type feel, but now she has actual shoulders.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, an episode I want to bring up is like one of the like least favorite ones or like the worst ones was the egg. That's where we see that orange mom with her son, the blue egg, Billy.
Right. Yeah, that episode was oof.
I'm gonna say Billy has a unique voice. Mother. Yo, I remember one time when she was criticizing.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I'll explain it. Mother, are we gonna be there? Oh no, not quite. And then, mother, I'm bored. Can you go faster? And she's like, I'm gonna like lay down on the grass. And like, like she's so done with this.
Remember that? Okay, remember that time Richard was like dancing? He was like, oh, 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 oh.
Oh, that was a classic. What episode was that?
Was that called The Word? No, wait. The Words, if I'm correct, because of the...
Oh! I just remember, when she was criticizing Richard, notice how she put her son in the trunk and putting the groceries in the seats.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, there's one. The Bros, where Dark counts just of Gumball and Penny's new relationship and sets out to find information about Penny and shoot between two hopes of breaking them up.
I mean, we don't have to explain all the episodes, but I want to talk about one more episode.
And what would that be?
Yeah, the cliffhanger episode of, like, yeah, when everybody became humans.
Right. I still didn't understand that.
So basically, there was this machine where they made like the characters into humans, and this whole time this is like real life human, but in disguise was Rob.
Yeah. Which actually, there's an episode of him in the first place because Gumball and Darn accused of like eating everything out of the house and whatnot, and so they're grounded. So they try to find out who it is, and try to find out it's a bricked up character named Rob. Which turned out that he appeared in an episode before. That's a whole different thing. But the point is, he became an antagonist. Yeah, and basically the supposed ending of the cliffhanger, because the reason why he wanted to make everybody humans is that like something was like coming to like get all of them, but nobody would listen to him until like, he got sucked up. That's and there was another episode where he had like this remote where he could control anything, right? You remember that episode? Yeah. Yeah, and basically, I just like how the episode ended with Gumball just like rolling the end credits. I was like, wow. I mean, I think we took roll credits too literally. Yeah, but yeah, gonna say even though there was like 6 seasons and all that, and apparently it's making a comeback really soon called the Gumball Chronicles. But yeah, surprisingly, some of these episodes are great. Some of them were like, but some were like really funny. I hope Chronicles is like after the events of that episode you were talking about. I hope so, yeah. But we'll see. Anyway, since we're done with that, to the cast.
Whoa, hold slow your roll. But we'll say for like as I mean, I know you said that like not every episode, and yes, that is true, but you forgot the one with the greatest fourth wall of all time, the money.
The money. Is that the one where the animation goes out of whack?
I mean, like I did say, greatest fourth wall break, so yeah, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that one was crazy.
Yeah.
And a little bit of this, I will state my opinion. I honestly think, like, even though Gumball is like one of those type of animated shows that's animation kind of like changes over time, I kind of prefer season 1 over to season 2, like in my opinion.
I I get you, but I do like season 2 onwards because I'm used to the designs and yeah, they're much more unique to me.
All right, now we can move along.
Okay, so first up, we got the title character himself, Gumball Watterson. He's just a very interesting kid, I gotta say. Like, yeah, that's always getting a little bit in trouble. And I mean, you can't hate Gumball. Like, he's really cool, though. To be fair.
Well, you can also kind of dislike him a little bit because he is selfish a lot. Like the episode where we get to see Nicole's parents, where they all get to meet them and stuff, and find out that Nicole's real name is Doctor.
Well, thanks for giving that away, genius.
Oh yeah, and what do you call it?
The point is, only one was like gifts for them because they barely bring in gifts, and the fact they haven't fight. Gumball scenes a really emotional song that brought it back together, but Gumball explains that it's just about the presents that they didn't bring, and then Darwin smacked him on the head. But anyway, Gumball had 3 voice actors, mainly because they went through.
Wrong.
You were so wrong. Oh my god, you're wrong. He had 4 voice actors.
You're wrong too. Technically 5.
Oh, you're counting the pilot?
Yeah, I'm counting the pilot.
Did anybody really watch the pilot though?
Well, we'll get this. The one awesome thing about the pilot was that Nicky Jones, the voice of Chowder, voiced Gumball there.
I didn't know that. Oh. But going back to the pilot though, like, what have you done of the animation you were using at the time?
I mean, well, the animation, of course. Well, I should have said this at the beginning. Well, as a whole, it is based off of. I mean, it was inspired by, like, let's see, it was Who Framed Roger Rabbit and let's see, a Pee-wee's Playhouse, I think. Like, I remember from the facts, but yeah, it is kind of a little bit cool with the multi animation, the feel, like either 2D, 3D, live action. Yeah.
Okay, also Rex Con.
Alright, so yes, as we also counted the pilots, yes, Gumball had 5 voice actors, but I gotta say, childhood was Logan Grove.
Exactly, he was the one true OG.
Okay, yeah, I could say that. Jacob Hopkins, like, who took over afterwards, he did good too, but my second favorite has to be Nicholas Cantu.
Well, yes.
And
Logan Grove is my most favorite.
Well, yeah, but I gotta say with Nicholas, because other than all 5 of them, he's done the most work, like with animation and live action work.
Well, congrats. Well, let's not forget that Grove was also like Beast Boy from Young Justice.
Young Justice, yeah, I didn't know that. But what was cool also about Nicholas, he has his own YouTube channel where he does gaming.
I did not know that.
Okay, of course, yeah. It's also Leonardo from YouTube Mayhem, Hey Arnold, the Jungle Movie, let's see here, Symphony of the Furs, The Path of Girls, Raven's Home, Bizarrevark, Sydney to the Max, DuckTales, and many more projects. I was really surprised by him.
Well, god dang, I guess you have a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nicholas Cantu is pretty good voice for Leonardo.
Yeah, that was surprising, because when they first revealed the cast, I was like, wait, I know this guy. I was like, oh, it's one of the voices of Gumball.
Yeah.
But yeah, for everybody's credit for for Gumball, I give them all 100s, and then Gumball himself, I give him an easy 9. Ditto.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now with Darwin, would you like to explain Fresh?
Oh, but but if you want his full respect, his name, Darwin Raglan Caspian Ahab Poseidon Nicodemus Watterson III.
Wow, I can't believe you remember all that. It's like when you memorize Mundell's speech for the Big Ball thing.
Okay, it wasn't a speech; it was the whole name. Is the whole name of the game of the sports is that's called the overly long gag. That's what it's called on TV tropes.
Okay.
But yes.
But yeah.
Well, yes, of course. Darwin is supposedly the third official pet fish for the Watterson family, but he's also Gumball's adopted brother and best friend. So yeah, like Gumball, he too can be a little bit like a little cuckoo, going off with these like crazy shenanigans and everything. But well, yeah, he has a good heart and everything, and I just kind of like find it a little bit endearing and a little bit interesting how he calls like his adopted parents Mr. Mom and Mr. Dad.
Which actually happens with Ravi from Jesse, because he calls his parents Mr. Dad and Mrs. Mom.
Yeah. Wait, I love how you just said that. Rafi. It's Ravi.
I said Ravi.
No, you didn't.
Bro, you said Rafi. How dare you make fun of my Indian brother like that?
Oh, now that's even twice as messed up.
But anyway.
Anyhow, like Gumball, he had multiple voice actors because of their puberty.
Okay, the first voice actor I noticed because he's also Gossamer from the Looney Tunes show.
Yeah.
And with the other voice actors, the other one I liked was Christian J. Simon. Yeah, he did really good with the voice because I noticed his other works, like, let's see, Sydney to the Max and the Casa Grandes.
Oh, Casey. I barely know that dude, but I see him from time to time. He was also in the show Tots.
Yeah. I haven't seen Tots here and there, but it's a good show.
I never seen Tots either, but good to know that he's in it.
He actually got an award for that. It's because it was like one of the good like preschool like kids show in Disney at the time.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. But yeah. Along with Darwin, like yeah, it's the most innocent out of the three. So yeah, for him, I give him also 100 along with his voice actors.
Yeah, I love how they made an origin episode of how they met.
And what's even much
And
more...
now to the mother, Nicole.
Hey, slow your roll, freaking Roadrunner.
He was not done talking.
And yeah, just remember, like, it's Gumball, Darwin, and Anais that's based off of real people. With Gumball, it's based on creator Ben Boclet because he says as a kid he was described as a bit of an idiot. And Darwin, yes, he's based off of Ben's childhood friend Paul. Alright, now you may proceed.
Okay, so Nicole Watterson is the mother, who is voiced by Teresa Gallagher.
Yeah.
And boy, you do not want to make Nicole mad, like I mentioned earlier. Guys, if you make one smart remark, like what Gumball did in the first episode, but on all seriousness, she is of course a caring mother, which she can be, and she of course lectures Gumball and or Darwin and or Anais when they do some bad stuff. But yeah, and you do not want to.
But I was really surprised about her voice acting because other than Nicole, she also plays Penny, Terry, and Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah, Penny was the most shocking. It took me a while, but if you listen closely, you can actually hear Nicole's voice and Penny's voice.
My score for her, along with her characters. Okay, so with Nicole, 9, Penny, 10, Terry, give her a 6, and Mrs. Robinson, a 2.
Also, fact about her voice actress, she's also an Octonauts where she voices that dog character, Dashi.
Yes, in the UK version, by the way.
Oh!
Because remember, Gumball's also originally from the UK.
Oh,
Exactly,
whoa.
right, because in that he's supposed to be a goat.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hang on. But, not the UK, but it's supposed to be like China version, because China or Japanese version is the goat, not UK.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm like, as a matter of fact, Gumball wasn't originally supposed to be a cat in the first place. Originally, he was supposed to be a blue dog, and then he switched to a black cat, and then he's a blue cat.
Wow. Wonder how that would have been if he was a dog.
And Richard was originally supposed to be a dog as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's like
Wow.
it's like with Bob the Builder. Like it was originally the UK, but they brought it to United States later on.
Yeah. Also, the voice actress is also in the Mr. Met show, voicing Chatterbox, Daredevil, Naughty, and Whoops.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, 2 days series old, huh? So, out of all of these, which one's your favorite?
What? So?
Who you asking?
I'm sorry.
I say, who you asking, my boy?
I'm asking Fresh.
I mean, like, with what? Like, you didn't specify.
Okay, so, what the characters that described that she voices? Chatterbox, Daredevil, Naughty, and Whoops.
Oh, okay. Well, it's like a combination between, like, with... Yeah, Chatterbox and Miss Whoops, yeah.
Oh boy, Chatterbox. Ooh, she don't know when to shut up. And
Look
Naughty,
who's talking.
yeah, she is very mysterious.
Oh, heroes.
Hey, I know when to shut up. Chatterbox doesn't know how to shut up.
Ooh, me personally.
Okay, I'm not being mean, Fresh. I'll just try to make a point. Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, I'm not offended by that. Like, they did offend me. Nothing can break me now. I'm doing fine so far.
Are you the thing?
What?
What?
Oh no, I was making a joke. Are you the thing? If you can't break, you're not broken.
What? Wait, the thing, like, is that supposed to... Oh, okay, yeah, Marvel joke, alright.
Yeah. Alright, but for all of our characters, but for the voice actor, I give her 100. She did great.
Yeah, she's very talented. We should include her in our ornamentals sometime if we can like figure out which female character we have.
She has. Fresh has used her in the past. And she'll be coming up. She's actually one of Fresh's choices for his upcoming video. Hint.
But yeah. Anyways, next up, Dan Russell, the voice of Richard Watterson.
Yep, the father of the bunch, and not the brightest either.
Okay, what was I so shocked about his voice actor? Even though, what do you call it? So with Brack and Zorak, in the UK version, he voices Brack.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of those two, I found out they appeared in Jellystone.
Yeah. Okay, the original voice of Brack showed up, but they had a new voice for Zorak since the original sadly passed away years ago.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah, but other than Richard, he also voiced Tina Rex, the Donut Cob, Penny's dad, the coach, and the hobo.
Holy mother.
Oh, I forgot about the hobo dude. Remember in the DVD episode, they tried to like give money until the hobo was like with the until he switched to hats until they started like boxing.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. What do you call it? I found out more about Dan when I saw this behind the scenes with him, how he's doing the voice of like Richard. And when I heard his real voice, I was like, wow.
What's his real voice tell him?
Like this is a typical like dad voice, I guess. Not like dumb, but like very straightforward. Because I guess like his normal voice is kind of similar to like close to Penny's dad, but not like stricken away.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
But yeah, Richard, he's just that typical like cartoon dad, like Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin, for Christ's sake. But
Whoa.
he's actually but like here's the thing though, he's actually better than Peter, but same level as Homer, if you want to say it like that.
Well, yes, do that. Do like yeah, the stereotypical dumb dad being like the more softer of the bunch. You could have just said like that. Put that direction.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Peter. He's not abusive towards his family.
Of course, this was a kid's show.
Yeah, but still.
I mean, have you seen Nicole's parents? Like, they're the worst.
Oh yeah, like I mentioned, the fact that they're named her Doctor, and when they show a flashback of Nicole and her parents when she met Richard first time, we found out like how Nicole got her like personality, like her father with her temper and stuff, and her mother with her smartness, which how Anais got her smarts, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Smartness.
Yeah. Nicole, I'm very disappointed in you. What? I got all A's. You got an F for your gender. Because I'm a female.
Being a girl is not an excuse. But that is so stupid.
Would you want to have a B for a boy?
A B is better than an F. I bet you they will say.
Dang. But yeah, I do agree that they're bad parents, but I'm glad that it made up in the end, though, like I mentioned earlier. But back to Richard. Yeah, even though he's not the brightest, he's still a likable character.
Exactly. And yeah, for him, I give him a 10 out of 10.
Me too. And now to Anais, voiced by...
Hey, fat boy. We're not done yet. We gotta talk about his other characters.
Oh, right.
Okay, so he was one of the voices of Tina Rex, but with his version, I like it.
I do too.
Because
It was one of very surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who's the other voice of Tina?
I'm gonna do everything in this goddamn
Uh,
house.
wait. Wait. There's nothing there.
Okay, his name was Stefan Ashton Frank, but I just prefer his dance because when he took over for Stefan, he had to like basically do his own kind of deep voice, but I really like how he can replicate it.
Yeah.
And let's see here for the Donut Cup. Now the Donut Cup has to be the funniest. He kind of reminds me of Chief Wilgum from the Simpsons.
Wiggum.
Yeah, it's just, especially the voice. You can hear it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, isn't it technically cannibalism that he is a donut and police eat donuts and stuff like?
I know. I didn't care that as a kid, but now I do. It's like, dude, you try to eat a donut, but I said that you can't because his mouth is see-through. So whenever he tries to eat something, it just like goes out the back.
Yeah, and what do you call it? If I can remember, with a Donut Cop. What other similarities can I say about him?
I mean, what else can you say about him? He's also here and there. He can be a little bit troublemaking, but still a decent cop. I gotta say.
Let's see here. Now Penny's dad, the strictest one of all.
Patrick Fitzgerald.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. I remember one of the episodes, Gumball tried to do his best to like impress him and stuff, but of course he keeps ignoring him until like later on he does like get along with him until like because of the car got messed up or something like that. I can't remember, or was it the house that got messed up? But and then Nicole and everyone else got mad at him.
Oh, now I remember. Okay, going back to the Donut Cup. You know, with him eating donuts and all, that kind of reminds me of the Looney Tunes show. Remember with Porky?
Well, you gotta.
Okay, I what?
Remember when they bought the pizza shop and everything, and remember the gift basket he got? Hello?
Oh God, yes.
Bro, he was so ashamed, but he still kept ending it. Damn Porky.
All right, pepperoni. Right. You had to specify like pepperoni because, like, yes.
No, but I was trying to like give you hints and everything, but like how Speed would call him Pinky. Hey Pinky. I like how he calls it Pinky. But otherwise,
Right.
next up, the Hobo. I mean, what else can you say about the Hobo? He's just another background character. He does make some appearances here and there, but still, he's just random.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have any change. Ching.
That motherfucker, give him my money. Oh man. And then with the coach, we basically explained the pins with her, but still surprising that's also being voiced by Dan Russell. So yeah, for Dan Russell and his fine work with Amazing World Gumball, I give him a 1,000.
Very.
Yeah, me too. And boy, Russell has the most monotone voice.
Mm-hmm. Alright, next.
And Nice Waterston, the daughter of the group and the youngest.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead.
Alright then, so her main voice actress Kyla Kowalski, right? I got that right. Okay. Right. Anyway, Nice is just bless you. Dang it. Okay. Camera on.
Yeah, it's still on. Listen to the beeps.
Alright then. Anais is the smartest of all of the family members. And she's also very devious too. Like she can like trick him at any point. And she's also a little demon child. Like there's one episode where it showed the origin of Anais, and she's known as the demon baby.
Yeah, especially her first words. I mean, do you remember her first words?
Yeah. Gumball did it.
Oh, what the hell, you snitch?
And then the parents were right behind them and stuff. And also, Anais has trouble making friends because of her like smartness and stuff. And there's like this one episode where they meet this one guy and try to be friends with him until it goes very wrong. And there's also one where they meet supposedly create an imaginary friend, which composed like a shark thing with different parts, but as it turns out, he's actually real.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and 90s is bit mixed. You can love her, you can dislike her a tiny bit based on how they write her, but she's an okay character.
Mm-hmm.
So for her, I'll be respectable 8.
I'll go 7.
Alright then. Want to talk about Carrie next?
Yes, so Jessica McDonald. Other than playing Carrie, she's also the voice of Sarah, Jamie, Masami, and Rachel.
Alright. So good.
Yeah. Let's see, with Carrie, yeah, she does have her episodes. She could take a little bit far, but still, she's a really good character. I want to go beyond, especially with the Halloween episodes. I gotta say, she does her best.
Yeah, she's in, like, upgraded to a 2.0, design-wise and personality-wise. Because, in earlier seasons, she's, like, all monotone and gothy, and then later on, she's all, like, more, perky personality. And apparently, later on, Darwin and her become a thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, that kind
And
of reminds me.
Jessica is, she's way older than him, like, what is her exact age?
Wait, you never ask a woman of her age. That is rude.
Unless she's a family member, maybe. But otherwise, don't really know. Oh my god, have you seen the DeviantArt episode of Gumball and Darwin and Carrie? Ooh, that was something else. Did you see that episode?
I'm glad I didn't.
What do you mean?
So there's an episode. So now the new ship of Gumball, no, not Gumball, Darwin and Carrie, right? So there was an episode where it was dedicated to DeviantArt, where it would show like fan-made art.
Oh, dang.
Oh shit, that thing was like interesting though. Oh my god. But otherwise, Carrie, I give her a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, same. And now for Tobias Wilson. Boy, he is annoying.
Which voice actor did you prefer?
Wait, he has multiple?
2.
Yeah, two. Yeah, two. Yes, the first one was Rupert the Gas, and the second one was Hugo Harold Harrison, the HHH. Yeah,
Triple H.
Ah!
good one.
I had to. But I like Rupert's version better, but Tobias, he's not that my favorite. But what are your thoughts?
Tobias, yeah, just being one of the richest kids at school, knows how to, like, he thinks he's like everything, but still, it's so funny in one episode where he's like trying to pick up girls like numbers, or like trying to take them out, and he tries to do that whole thing.
And then they slap him or pour water on him.
Yeah, man, you got no bitches. How dare you get out of here? Oh my god, but Tobias, I give him a 6 out of 10. Nothing bad.
4.
Your opinion, Fresh?
Yeah, 3.
Alright then, next one is... that we explain. Okay, so now we have Mr. Robinson, who also had 2 voice actors.
So besides Rupert, who's the other?
If I go back here... No, give me this.
Oh, Stefan Ashton Frank.
Yeah, the voice of also Tina at the time, but yeah, I don't mind which version. I like both versions because whenever it's like he took over, he sounded like exactly the same.
Yeah, I like Rupert's.
Yeah, for Mr. Robinson, he's a little bit of a complicated character here and there, but I give him a 7 out of 10.
An 8, but there's a reason why he's like always angry and stuff, because Gumball is like always like getting on his nerves. It's just basically Jason Menace and Mr. Wilson, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Wilson.
Oh, not this fucking kid again. I like how they reference that to Benton Omniverse with Mr. Baldwin and
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah, Mr. Bowman. Anyway,
Anyways, go ahead.
next up is his wife, Margaret Robinson, who only talks like this. You she didn't originally talk like that. She just whispered into his ear. Until later on, she just started talking like that.
I wish they could have had subtitles for her. That would have been nice.
Exactly.
Yeah, until like they wrote her to be a sadistic freak. Because there's one episode where focus on her and find out what her origin is and try and make her good and all that. But it turns out she isn't.
Yeah. Well, again, as I said my score already, but your scores?
0, because it says here, yeah, straight up pure evil, and the fact that they enjoy bickering with each other.
Alright. Next up.
Larry Nido Mayer, voiced by Carrie Shell.
Yeah, other than voicing Larry, he's also the voice of Bobbert.
Oh, well, that's cool.
I can hear.
But yeah, Larry, I don't know why he has like almost every job in the whole town. Like he can't set up one job. He couldn't make up his mind.
It's only because it's only due to the Watersons, due to their like shenanigans. He's supposed to like pay for all the crap that they do. That's why he has multiple different jobs.
Yeah.
Wow,
But
he's got a very crappy life, don't he?
Slow the flip down.
I mean, he's not the only character that has multiple jobs. I mean, they also did that with Peppa Pig with Miss Rabbit.
Is that so?
Yeah, she has multiple jobs. And then for SML, that would be Brooklyn Tea Guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's... But Larry, you gotta feel bad for him. Like, just trying to do his best. But he does have his moments here and there.
Yeah.
Will you come with us? No. Okay, great. You deaf? He said no.
Was he supposed to be a rock or something?
Yes, it says he's an origami rock.
Oh, well, that's cool. But yeah, for Larry and the voice actor of him, Carrie, both 10. Larry Carey.
What do you think of Bobbert? Now let's go to that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I always found him interesting as a kid, and what amazed me is battle mode in that one episode. And yeah, and he also takes things very literally, and so yeah. But he's an alright character, but don't get him wet or he's short circuit.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, 10 out of 10. Next is Banana Joe, voiced by Mick Graves.
It's Mike, by the way.
Oh,
And fun fact, he's actually the animation director and writer for all the episodes.
Oh, that's cool that directors or whatever can get to voice their own character.
Yeah, other than Banana Joe, surprisingly, he also voices William.
That's cool.
No, but Banana Joe, what can you say about it? He's wacky. Oh yeah, I just remember like the times where he would record himself in his computer, like, and then his dad would come in. Ah!
Yes, I do.
Remember that one episode where Gumball was like going through different houses and he went to his room and is watching a very sussy video?
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to see that.
Don't put me in your mouth.
Banana Joe, what are you doing?
I'm playing with my banana.
He's playing on.
Were you watching some SpongeBob, watching some sussy thing and like looking for the sports channel?
Oh, Gary! Oh my god, but what do you call it? Oh yeah, speaking of which, with his parents, remember? Did you ever watch this episode where his mom grew to be a painter, but she predicts like the future with her paintings?
Yeah, she's very mysterious. That episode kind of creeped me out. The fact that she and that smile too is like, eh.
Yeah. But Banana Joe, give him a 10 out of 10. It's cool.
Yeah. And do you want to talk about the hot dog guy?
I mean, the hot dog guy is around because Gumball just started following him because I guess he wanted to make friends with him, but he was just getting awkward with him.
Yeah, that was just very, very, very cringy episode.
Alright, now to the voice actor of Miss Simeon.
Yep, Hugo Harold Harrison, Triple H.
Yeah, he was also the voice of, the current voice of Tobias and Alan.
Yep. So yeah, her real name is Lucy. So she is very old, like BC old. Like I think she's in her millions or so. I can't remember.
Well, she's
but
been
yeah,
teaching.
she's not that nice.
She's been teaching since the Stone Age, so there's that. Like, however long
Yeah.
the Stone Age is, she's that old.
I remember
Yeah.
there was this like one clip where like she's talking like in the museum, but it's revealed she's talking to her skeleton father.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's just crazy. I remember the episode where Gumball was like trying to get her attention, but actually like poking the eye with an airplane.
What do you call it? So you forgot to mention this when we were talking about how she was getting a award. Remember that weird awkward scene with the ice cream, the imaginary ice cream?
Oh god, that was so disgusting.
Oh no! I've dropped my ice cream. You want to share?
Oh my god! I almost Frenched my teacher.
If you did it to your soul.
But yeah, what I was trying to say, so Gumball's trying to mention to Miss Sam about her butt, which, yeah, does not, I like to see. But yeah, Simeon, like her, or dislike her, whatever you want to do, she's an alright character, and Hugo did an amazing job. I give her 8.
You forgot the first voice, Louis McLeod, if I'm pronouncing that right, who also voiced characters like Principal Brown and Mr. Small and Rocky. Whoa.
Interesting. Good to know. Okay. What are your thoughts about Lucy, Simeon?
I mean, yeah, everything else. Yeah, what he said.
Teacher, bad educator, a bad girlfriend, a bad ape, and a bad lady, and I hope she burns in hell. Give her 2.
Dang. Wow.
You gotta agree. Come on. I know that was over dramatic, but you gotta agree.
Yeah, I do.
Alright, next up, Ellen.
Yeah. A very, very kind-hearted guy.
Oh yeah, because one of his like more important episodes, like one episode like when Tobias and Gumball, no, not Gumball, Doris and they hang out, he was trying to find a new friend and he just chose Alan.
Yeah. I love how the running gag, like in the first season, like he didn't have any hands, and that episode specifically, it was like, do this, do that, gentle hands and stuff, and like have it like call his parents like, gentle hands, never.
Bro, remember that episode
I
when he
think
had
there's one episode where Gumball and Darn like read his diary on the computer, like it's supposed to like have a deep voice and a new face type of deal.
Oh yeah. Oh, what do you call it? Remember when he was trying to figure out what bothers Alan, but really nothing bothers Alan. But here's the thing though, there was this one time where he was going with Squiggy's feet and Alan was like getting pissed saying, "Can you stop doing that?" And he was like, I finally got you, and then he runs out and he's like, Alan pretending that he hated that.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of Alan, his with his parents. Wait, there's this one episode where all the dads were trying to like tell the kids to go back to school, but they were pretending to be like.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yo, hey, that's a fun fact. That's a reference to Breaking Bad because of their codenames, like Mr. White.
Wow. Really? Dang.
Because Alan's dad had like a top hat and glasses, just like Walter White's.
Dang. Wow. All they need is now is a pizza on top of a roof, because that's one of the most classic scenes. Alright, we were still talking about Alan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Alan is overall a great guy, kind-hearted. I give him 10.
Yeah, 10.
So yeah, next up is his girlfriend, Carmen Verde, who is a cactus. A balloon and a cactus. You see how that's wrong here?
Definitely so, because apparently from one promo, it was like try to kiss and then pop.
Yep. But yeah, I don't know her voice actress, Alex Wilton Reagan. Do you?
I'm not familiar with seeing how that works, but yeah. Yeah, with Carmen, I give her a 6.
Yeah, she's okay. 7. And now for the chillest guy ever, Mr. Small, voiced by Adam Long,
I'm
who
sorry,
to
what'd you
me
call
looks
him?
like Steve Bloom. What?
What'd you call him?
I said smooth, chill guy.
Alright, well, okay, let's get into it. Yeah.
Wait, Adam Long. Wait, Steve Bloom. If anything, he kind of looks more of Ed O'Neill.
Now can I see it? Thanks a lot.
But yeah, Mr. Small. The sock.
Can you talk about him, please?
The sock. We can't talk about the sock.
Yeah. Stop.
Although, yeah, he's like the most chillest, but he does, cause a lot of problems, despite him being the counselor. Remember that goat when they...
What? Yep. Go ahead.
I was like, remember that goat with the Abraham Lincoln head?
Oh.
Life advice: never take Mr. Small's advice because it always turns out into havoc.
Especially the snake sock thing, because they could have tell him Miss Small is trapped in a filing cabinet, but yeah, I'll get it to be avoided, but no.
I remember this one video he did. He was doing yoga, but he was his thing.
Oh god, that was disturbing. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out,
breathe out. And he went inside and out. I'm like, oh my god.
It reminds me of that episode of Vincent Fur, but hey, no pinata.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mrs. Small is okay character, like him or dislike him, whatever. I give him a 7.
I'll give him an 8.
And now for the bully, besides Tina, but Jamie is a lot worse. Voiced by Maria Teresa Creasy.
I mean, yeah, but remember, Jamie had 2 voice actors.
What was her first?
No, she was the first, and then Jessica McDonald, who was the voice of Sarah and a lot of more characters, she took over.
Alright then. So yeah, she became more supporting side character, and there's one episode with her and Nais, because they got framed messed up the computer, turned out it was the librarian.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But for Jamie, 5.
Yeah. Alright, William. Voiced by Mike.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier. He was just a background character and turned into a minor antagonist because, he was ignored and he has, questionable powers.
Yeah.
Maybe 7.
5. He's not that important. Alright, the most forgotten, even Molly forgotten character, Rob, who started out as one of the background characters for Gumball. He was before he was turned gray and glitch, he was blue.
Yeah. And, when they're trying to get a DVD for Nais, he was getting it for them, but they forgot his name, so it's doink. And then, found out that he's, the one that's from the, void, same thing that Molly was in until, mid of trying to get out, he got all glitched up. And then later on, he became an antagonist.
So yeah, he's voiced by Charles Phillip, which he did good. What was really shocked about is that when Rob was disguised as a human, I was really shocked who played himself for live action. Yeah. They say the legend himself, who sadly passed away in 2023, David Warner.
Really?
Yeah. Because he played Red Skull in Spider-Man 1994, Ra's al Ghul in the Batman animated series.
Yeah. He is great as Ra's al Ghul.
And Nurgle from Billy and Mandy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, Rob, he's already a character, but I'll give him 6. And also, we don't have to talk about every character. There's too many to talk about.
Okay, fine. Alrighty then. Then the final thoughts. Okay, so I know people have mixed opinions about the Amazing World of Gumball, but still, I consider it one of the GOATs of Cartoon Network at the time, like, along with other shows, but still, it was part of my childhood, and I respect it. I gave it a affinity.
Even though I didn't finish watching the series, it's still like a part of my marriage and stuff. Even though later seasons it became much more sus and ridiculous and stuff, but a lot of great references and stuff which I did enjoy. Hopefully the Chronicles, whichever it comes out, if it does, brings back
it's been out, but what do you call it? It's what do you call it? They're making an Amazing World Gumball, another series, and a movie that's coming out really soon.
Whoa.
Well, hope that it turns out great.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I give it a 10. Just why not?
Cool. And you, Fresh?
Yes, while I did like stop between like season 2 and everything, I still like praise it as one of the best things that ever happened to me. For it's like, well, mainly because of most of the songs, like the humor, the writing, like it just everything holy. Like the show itself, of course, being a mix of 2D, 3D, blah blah, to just make it stand out with other different shows. But yes, it's very unique treasure to the world.
Yeah.
And we're